Question 19 is to write equations in slope-intercept form. Here they have given you the point and the slope. You can see this is the point over here, 4,2, and the slope is also given. What you need to write is in slope-intercept form, that is y equals mx plus b. This is it. But how will you exactly find the b value? Because b value is not given, right? But now what do we know? We know m, that is the slope. We know x point and y point. So from this, can we find b? Yes, of course, right? What we can do is we can easily substitute everything what we know, that is 2 equals m is half of 4, x is 4 plus b, and from here we can find what is b value. You can put this in the calculator and solve, or I'll just solve it directly. 1 times 2 times, we'll have 2 equals 2 plus b. 2 goes to the other side, will be 2 minus 2 is equal to b, that is 0 equals b. So once we find the b value, we can easily write the slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form is y is equal to mx plus b. Here, y and x we don't write anything, only m and b we have to substitute. What is m? M is given as half, that is 1 by 2, x plus 0, that is y is equal to half x. This is the answer. That is the slope-intercept form. Now write an equation of the line that passes through the point for the given slope. This is it. Now this equation what we used is in slope-intercept form. Now this can be done in other method as well. Now which method we can think of? Point slope form. I'll write that formula as well because some students find this easy, and I personally go with this method itself. Y minus y1 equals m multiplied by x minus x1. This is the point slope form. The point and the slope is given. Now from this we can get the slope-intercept form. The equation can be found out. How is that? It's very simple because see the previous step, because technically that is what we are used, but you can use any method. That's fine. Writing exam, any formula, it's fine. This one is just a single formula and rearranging. That's it. Nothing else. Now what is it? Y minus, this is x, y, this is m. So I'll consider this as x1, y1. Let me substitute. Now here this y value, you should not touch it. Only the y1 is substituted by the 2 value. M is half times x minus 4. Now you just simplify this. How do we simplify? Y minus 2, let it be here. This half is multiplied inside the bracket. This quantity will be multiplied by half both the sides. And then we will get half x minus half times 4. Let's solve this up. It will be half x minus half of 4 is 2. And here what do we have? Y minus 2. Now take this minus 2 to the other side because y must be alone at left side and then all the other things at the right side. So it will be half x minus 2 plus 2. The equation is half x. That's it. This is the answer. You might think there might be many steps, but it's just a single formula. Let me show it over here again. Y minus y1 equals m into x minus x1. All I do is substitution now. Y minus of, this is x1, y1, m minus 2, that is equal to 1 by 3rd of x minus 3. Now let me multiply this and solve it up. Half, sorry, not half, 1/3 of x minus 3 by 3. Why? Because 1/3 means denominator is 3. 1/3 multiplied by 3 is 1. So this will be 1 basically. Here y minus and minus will be plus 2. So we have y is equal to 1/3 x. This is minus 1. This is simplified to 1. And this minus plus 2 goes to the other side and becomes minus 2. So the answer is 1/3 x minus 3. This is it. So that would be the answer. 1/3 x minus 3. And over here it was half x, 1/3 x minus 3. These are the answers. You can do this method by doing the b value, that's the y-intercept, and then the equation. Or you can just follow the method which I have done over here with a single formula. The reason why this method is important is when it is some cases when the slope is not given, then we tend to use this method because this will be easier. We will see in the other problems. Now let's solve these ones. X, Y, M. Now this is x1, y1. Even over here it's the same thing, x1, y1 and m. You must write the formula all the time. It is y minus y1 equals m of x minus x1. I'll write it directly over here. It'll be y minus 4, that is equal to it's negative 3 by 4th into x minus 6. Now this is y minus 4, that is equal to negative 3/4 x minus. Now this minus and minus will become plus. You can do 3 times 6 is 18 divided by 4. Okay. Now here you can just simplify this. 18 divided by 4, this is 9 divided by 2, it is 4.5. So it's negative 3 by 4x plus 9. You can put this in the calculator, you will get 4.5. Now y, what happens over here? This negative 4, I'll take it to the other side, it becomes positive 4. So y is equal to minus 3/4 x plus 8.5. That's the answer. Now what about at the right side? It is again y minus 4, that is equal to minus 3 times x minus of minus 5. So here we will have minus 3 times x plus 5, and left side it's the same thing. Here we have minus 3x minus 15. And what about this minus 4? I'll take it to the other side, it will become plus 4. So y is equal to negative 3x minus 11. That is the answer. And here we have this answer. So this is just by slope-intercept form. See, now this is the same answer. Now 8.5 is equal to 17 by 2. It's up to you. You can write anything. What I have written is correct as well, but I have written in decimal point. You can write it in fraction as well as the same thing. And over here it was pretty straightforward. It's minus minus 3x and 11. So this is the worked out solution. You can follow this. This is the other method. Now here as well, same formula. I'll directly write the answer. It'll be y minus 3 equals half of x minus 4. But remember, in your exam you must write this formula. I'll just write it over here, minus x1. And it is very important to mention what is what. This is x1, y1, m. So even over here. So then we will just do this solving over here. That will be half of x minus half of 4. That is equal to y minus 3. It'll be half of x minus 2, and take this to the other side, it'll be plus 3. Y is equal to plus 3. So y is equal to half x plus 1. This is the answer. Now here as well, it'll be y minus of minus 5. That is equal to minus 3 by 2 times x minus 1. So it's minus 3 by 2 x plus 3 by 2. When you multiply anything by 1, it's the same thing, but minus and minus becomes plus, and here it is y plus 5. So y is equal to negative 3 by 2x. Now what is 3 by 2? It is 1.5. You can check that in the calculator, and this plus 5 to the other side becomes negative 5, and the answer over here would be, now 5 minus 5 plus 1.5 would be negative answer, and the answer would be 3.5. Or you can just check it in the calculator. This is plus over here. Sorry for missing the sign. And that's it. That's the answer. You might see in the option, I mean, this is not the option it's writing, but in the solution set, it might be given as negative 3 by 2x minus 7 by 2. That is also correct. So this is the same thing. See here, it's minus 7 by 2. It's in fraction, but negative 3.5 is in decimal. Now I will show you in the calculator. You can convert this easily. You can check them easily. All you do is put in 3.5 and press equal to. You will directly get the decimal fraction form from decimal. So it's 7 by 2. It's the same thing. Or you can just change it, say, to 9.5. It is 19 by 2. If you press SD, it will convert from thirds to decimal. So this is the decimal point. And here we have 2 points given to us, and now we need to solve them. Here we have just 2 points, x1 y1, x2, y2. We have one formula, that is the point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m into x minus x1. The same thing, same which we just now used. But the problem is we have x1, y1. We do not have m. So first let us use m formula, that is m equals y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, and then solve the other formula. So here, what is y2? Y2 is minus 4 and y1 is minus of minus 4 divided by, what is x2? 5 minus 0. So here minus 4 plus 4 divided by 5. It's 0. Why? Because 0 divided by anything is 0. So the m value is 0. This is m. Now here y minus, what is y1? I'll consider it to be minus 4. That is equal to m is 0 into x minus 0. Now 0 multiplied by anything is 0. And over here what happens? Y minus of minus 4 is plus 4. Now y is equal to minus 4. This is the solution. That's it. But we need to do this first, and then this is the second thing. First we need to find the slope and then the equation. That is this equation. You can see here, we find the slope first. And then if you want, you can do the long method, but it's very easy to do this method. See, it's just in 3 steps I got the answer. Whereas over here, you have to do this method and then another method. I would highly suggest you to use the method which I'm showing over here. Let's do this problem as well. The formulas, remember the first formula, m equals y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. This is x1, x2, x1, y1. This is first point is always x1, second one is y1, this is x2, y2. What about the other formula? Other formula is y minus y1 equals m into x minus x1. This is point slope form. Let's do the substitutions. y2 is 0 minus of minus 2 divided by 4 minus of minus 4. And over here we have y minus y1 will become minus 2. That is equal to, oh, now I forgot to substitute and solve for m. You can put this entirely in the calculator directly and get the answer. That will be 0 plus 2 divided by 4 plus 4. And here we go, it will be 2 by 8, that is 1 by 4. That is the slope. M value is 1 divided by 4. So here m is 1 by 4th of x is, as it is, what is x1? It's minus 4. Now y plus 2 will be equal to 1/4 of x plus 4. And we will just multiply the 1/4 inside. It'll be, what is 1/4 times 4? It'll cancel and it'll become 1. You can directly write this 1/4, that's quarter of 4 is just 1. So y plus 2. So y will be equal to 1/4 x. Now when this plus 2 goes to the other side, it becomes minus 2 here. You're subtracting both the sides by 2. And here you will have 1 minus 2, that is minus 1. That is the final answer. So here we get negative 1. Okay, sorry, 1/4 has the slope. Now this negative 1 is the b-intercept which we'll have finally, but if you use the slope-intercept form, you don't need to do two formulas, just directly. Now here then, I'll quickly do this. M would be y2 5 minus of minus 3 divided by 4 minus of minus 2. Now if you're wondering, can I interchange these points? Yes, you can interchange it. You will get the correct answer as well. But I just take the second point as second 2 minus 1. This will be 5 minus of minus 3, 4 minus of minus 2. And here it will be 5 plus 3 divided by 4 plus 2. The answer would be 8 by 6. M will be equal to 8 by 6, that is 4 by 3. This is the answer. It's 1.333. Now here, let's directly put it in the slope-intercept form. Y minus of minus 3. Even you can substitute the right side values. It's the same thing. Answer will be the same. But I just go with the first point itself. Y minus of minus 3 will be equal to m is 4/3 of x minus of minus 2. Now here it will be y plus 3, that is equal to 4 by thirds of x plus 2. Now it will be 4/3 of x plus 8 by 3. Why? Because 4 times 2 is 8 divided by 3. And then we have this 3 over here. Let's take it to the other side. It'll be minus 3. Y is equal to 4/3 x 8 by 3 minus 3. Now then we can subtract this. This is 3 by 3. So it'll be 4 by 3x. Now this is basically 3. Sorry, it'll be 9 by 3. And it'll be minus 1/3. So it'll be minus, sorry, I'll just show you what happens over here is 8 by 3 minus 3, right? 3 can be written as 9 by 3. I basically multiply up and down by 3. And now here, 3, 8 minus 9, that is equal to minus 1 by 3 directly. You can use a calculator for this. Just put it in the calculator. You will get minus 1/3. So it'll be minus 1/3. That's it. That is the answer. So it's 4/3 x minus 1/3. And you can see that is the final answer. And let's do this one as well. There are 2 more problems after this. M will be equal to 3 minus 1. By the way, if you have understood it thoroughly, just move ahead to the next question. But I'm going to do all the problems. So that's why I'm taking my time over here. 3 minus 1 and 5 minus 0. The answer would be 2 by 5. That's it. Let's leave it like that in the fraction itself. 3 minus 1 is 2 and 5 minus 0 is 5. Whereas the final formula, point slope formula, y minus 1, you don't need to put the brackets over here because we have to take that minus 1 to the other side. And m over here is 2/5 of x minus 0. And so here what do we have? 2/5 x minus 0 will be equal to y minus 1 because anything multiplied by 0 is 0. And y is equal to 2/5 x plus 1. This is the final answer. So here we go. That's the answer, and over here it's 2/5. And the penultimate problem, m will be equal to minus 6 minus 0 divided by 1 minus of minus 3. The answer is minus 6 by 1. 3 minus and minus will be plus 3. 3 plus 1 is 1. So the answer is minus 6. And in the point slope form, we'll write y minus 0 equals minus 6 multiplied by x minus of minus 3. And y is equal to this 0, it's just gone. Y minus 0 is y itself. Minus 6 times x plus 3. And here we will have minus 6x minus 6 times 3 is 18. And this is how we get the point, from the point slope form, we got the equation of the line. Okay, now I will just check what's the mistake I did. Okay, I did a major, no, I didn't, yes. I did a major mistake. For some reason, I just forgot to write this. Now, it's good that this happened. I have done an error in the denominator. What did I do? Instead of 1 minus of minus plus 3, instead of writing 4, I've written 1, which is wrong. It is 6 by 4, or the fraction would be minus 3 by 2, that is negative 1.5. So over here, everywhere, it will be negative 3 by 2. This is minus 3 by 2. But now what happens? When I multiply this, it will be minus 3 by 2, yes, but negative 3 by 2 multiplied by 3 will be minus 9 by 2. Let me change this. It will be minus 9 by 2. This is the final answer. It's 4.5 over there. So I hope that is clear. One simple m problem. See, m value, I had taken an error and everything was wrong. So you must be careful. But don't worry, if you have done such a problem, you will lose a mark over here for the minus 6. But then if you do everything correctly, you're supposed to get full marks over there. So how when we grade, now you have done a mistake over here. Yes, we understand this is a mistake. Instead of minus 3 by 2, we have taken 6. But all the other steps were done correctly, right? So you will be awarded full marks over there. So that is also fine. So as long as you do it properly, it's okay. But try to do no mistakes at all. So try to get the correct answers all together. And the last problem over here, I'll write it with all the details. This is x1, y1, x2, y2. And the slope formula is m is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. And what is m? M is equal to, what is y to be? Minus 1 minus 0 divided by x2 is 5 minus 1. The answer over here will be minus 1 divided by 4, that is negative 1/4, negative 0.5. That's it. And what about the other formula? Y minus y1 equals m into x2, x minus x1. When we write in point slope form, remember it's x and y, and then y1, x1. So now we will just substitute y minus, what is y1? It is 0, equals m is negative 1/4 times x minus 1, because over here x1 is 1. And now left side is just 1. Over here multiply negative 1/4, this is minus 1/4 times x will be the same thing, and minus becomes plus 1/4. So that is the answer. You can also write this negative 1/4, right? It can be written as y is equal to minus 0.25 plus 0.25. Over here x is there. That's also absolutely fine. Or fractions, anything, you'll be awarded the same marks because both are same. You can see here the answer is negative 1/4 x plus 1/4. That's it. This is how we can simply and easily solve the equation problems, writing the equation using points. That's the end of question 19.